Hello beautiful people, this is Miriam. Welcome to my channel where I speak about all things Ghana, from movies to entertainment to TV shows and things that I watch. This is the channel where it's happening. So I hope that you guys are doing well. My name is Miriam. Happy New Year, guys! This is the year 2024. I don't know how we are in 2024. Like, guys, we are literally in the future. Welcome to the future. Okay, so to tell you everything, in my last video I said that I was gonna make a video either just before the new year or just after the new year, and you know what, I had a video planned and everything, but I was like, the video that I had there, I thought was too serious. It's not every day let's talk about it episodes. Sometimes make light-hearted content. I was like, you know what, to start the year, let me just publish a video that's a bit more light-hearted. So guys, today I'm gonna make a video that I've never made. So I believe the title says I try to guess Ghanaian Akan proverbs. I think that's what the title says, and this is exactly what I'm gonna do, guys. I am in this video going to guess the meanings of some Ghanaian proverbs, and I to be honest, I know that I might embarrass myself here. I know, but because it's fun, I just do it. Or maybe I'll get it right. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. I literally went on Google and went through different sites, and I came across a website on Google that has like Ghanaian Akan proverbs with like the definitions. I did not look at the definition. I don't even know what to expect. I've never read these proverbs out loud. Even Ghanaians and tree speakers, they even have a hard time reading some tree words. So me, that was not even born in Ghana, please, if I make some mistake, you should allow me. But you know what, I always pride myself that, I'm Ghanaian and proud, and I'm proud to be Ghanaian, and that, and I am. But it's very possible that I will rest myself in this video. But I'll do my best to try and guess these Ghanaian proverbs and the meanings. And then basically, after I've tried and guessed, I will kind of read out the answer and see if I got it right. Try and guess these proverbs as well. That would be really fun. Just a small disclaimer: for one Ghanaian proverb, there are various meanings. It's very possible that depending on the person who reads them, they understand it differently. That's, I think, the power of proverbs. So the definition and the meanings of this proverb that is on this site that I'm going to read is a general kind of definition and general meaning of the proverb, but just be aware that for one proverb they have various meanings, and people, based on how people understand it and how people read it. So there's no one answer, but these are kind of general meanings. Let's play and let's get into it, guys. The first proverb is Okoto no Anoma. Allow me. This one, I heard it many times in my life. I heard it many times in movies. I said in movies. Okoto no Anoma. Okoto. If I think of Okoto, it means someone is going to buy. But I don't think that's what it means. I think Okoto no Anoma has something to do with animals. Okoto no Anoma has something to do with animals. Actually, what does it mean? Okoto no Anoma. I don't know what it means, guys. Yeah, I don't know what it means. The definition. See, guys, I said that this has something to do with animals. Okay, it has nothing to do with animals, but it has something. So what does it mean? A crab does not give birth to a bird. Anoma, I knew that Anoma was an animal. I knew it. Okay, so the meaning of Okoto no Anoma is a crab does not give birth to a bird. So this used to acknowledge the resemblance between a child and his parents. The resemblance could be in physical features or character. It is similar to the English saying, the apple does not fall far from the tree. I did not know that. Let's move on to the second one. See, we are learning. It's fun and we are learning. It's so much fun. Okay. The second one is okay, so for me that means this could either mean, so the literal meaning of it, I have, see, I haven't looked at the definition. I'm just reading the proverb, and then I will guess the meaning. I will read the definition later. So waforo joforo diapa ena yepianwo. For me, it means the one who climbs the right tree is the one that climbs the right tree that will push them. Is the one joforo diapa ena yepianwo. So for me, it means literal meaning could be the person who climbs is the person that will. It's hard though. The person who climbs the tree is the one that will push forward. That's the literal meaning, but it could mean, in terms of the meaning of the proverb, there are two ways. The higher you go, the more responsibilities you have, or when you're on the right path, it can. For me, it means if someone is advising you, that means you're on the right path. Like, the higher you go, the more you should take advice. Or it could mean, it could also be about enemies. It could also be about enemies. Like, the higher you go, the more you have enemies, people who push you and try to kind of divert you from where you're going. It's a very hard thing. Let me read the meaning. This is my guess, but let me read it now. Okay. Literally, it is when you climb a good tree that will push you. Oh, guys, I'm so good. I am so good, guys. I got it right. Okay, cool. Calm down. Okay. So the meaning of it is when you climb a good tree that will push you. Okay. We, the society and the elders in it, can only support a good cause, not a bad one. Hence, if you want our support, you should do good things with which all can publicly identify and support. Wofuro Japa is an Adinkra symbol for this proverb. Since I was right, let me read it again. It is when you climb a good tree that will push you. We, the society and the elders in it, can only support a good cause, not a bad one. Hence, if you want our support, you should do good things with which all can publicly identify and support. Basically, don't be expecting people to support you if you're wishing for the downfall of people or trying to, get support for something bad. Okay, so I don't think I got this one quite right, but almost. Guys, you guys can give me at least over 1. You can give me 0.5 because it's almost there. Okay, so the third one. Tikoron. Is this Akan? Tikoronko. I know that Ejina means standing still or being still, but I don't know what it means. So for me, if I am to guess, it means even something like the wind stands still. So who are you not to stand still? Hey gosh, guys, forgive me if I'm wrong. Even the wind stands still, or even something stands still. So who are you not to stand still? This is my guess. Okay, let me look at the meaning. Let's look at the meaning together. Okay, one person does not hold counsel. So one person discussing an issue with himself cannot be said to have held a meeting. We need a group of people to hold a meeting. This proverb is similar to the English one that says 2 heads are better than one. But okay, I was wrong. But you know how I said the wind does not stand still. So who are you? This was my guess. The wind does not stand still. So who are you? Even the wind stands still. So who are you to not stand still? But it's almost like this. So it's almost the same thing because I'm like, who are you to think that you can? Okay, no, guys. I think I got this. This one is 0. I didn't get it right. Let me not try and I did not get this one right. Let's move on. Another website that I went to look at the definition of it. It says this proverb places an emphasis on the value of collaboration and working together to accomplish a common objective. The symbol draws attention to the importance of people cooperating with one another. I love our culture, Ghana is so rich in culture. Like even me as a Ghanaian, literally, I'm learning every day. But anyways, let's move on to the fourth one. Abofra. God, this is hard. Abofrabo. abofra, I know that abofra is child. Abofra bonwa na omo. I know that abofra is child. Let me look at the meaning directly. So the meaning is, a child breaks a snail, not a tortoise. The shell of a snail is easier to break than that of a tortoise. Children should do things that pertain to children, not things that pertain to adults. In the comments, you can also tell me how you, if you understand these proverbs, you knew about them. You can also tell me how you understand the meaning of it, because sometimes, you know, as I said, proverbs may have the various meanings and people may understand it differently. So tell me how you understand this proverb. Whew, that 616 stuff is really hard to read in tree. Who? I really don't know. So let me look at the literal meaning. So it says, it is because of blow the dust off my eyes that two antelopes walk together. This proverb is also sometimes rendered, which literally means it is because of watch over me while I eat that two antelopes walk together. It is good to do things in a group. It is good to have a partner. The benefit of having a supporter with you is enough to see you through. This idea of collaboration rather than competitions runs through a number of wise sayings in tree, and it is deeply engraved in the culture, creating a strong disincentive for independence and isolation. Did you guys even know about it? You guys were laughing at me right now. Did you know? Okay, let's move on to the 7th one. Abwabi kawa na ofiwuntumem. That one's simple. If I don't have this one right, I am not Ghanaian. Abwabi kawa na ofiwuntumem, which literally means that the literal meaning of it is, let me guess, if an animal bites you, it is from your own cloth. Which means that I think the meaning of it is your enemies could be the closest to you. Let's look whether I'm right. I got it right. Let me read. If an animal will bite you, it will be from your claw. It is likely that the people who will harm you are those close to you. In fact, it is those who are closest to you who can hurt you the most because they know how best to do it. This proverb can be used to counsel someone who has been hurt by a close associate, even a relative. In that case, the import of the proverb would be that the one who has been hurt should let things go, since after all, it is those who are close to him that would hurt him. This is interesting, and this kind of mentality, I think, is very much ingrained in Ghanaian culture. I want to make a video one day about like Ghanaians and superstitions. I don't know if it's called superstitions, but I feel like as a Ghanaian, in terms of how I grew up and things that I've observed, that I think that some Ghanaians don't do because of fear of what people can do, the fear of people. And I feel like I don't always agree with this mentality, because of course you have to be careful of the people around you, but I feel like it can also lead to a lot of fear and prevent people from collaboration. And that's why you see that in Ghana there's some, you know, there's the people that don't really trust people, and people don't feel comfortable to tell people things because of this fear. And I think there needs to be a balance, because of course you need to be careful with people, but it's also okay to trust people. Because I know as a Ghanaian, I've been through it. I've had aunties pride themselves in the fact that they don't have many friends. Me, I don't have many friends, I only have people. And it's like, sure, but it's also nice to have friends. Not everybody is a hater. And I think there needs to be balance between, be careful and not share your secrets with everyone. But then there also needs to be faith about believing that the people that God has placed around you are good people. So this proverb is very much a reflection, I think, of Ghanaian society. It's interesting to see. Okay, so the 8th proverb is anoma. Again, anoma and tua obiad. I know what it means. Anoma and tua obiada. It's not obiada. Obiada means someone has slept, but this is obia. And I know that anoma and tua. If a bird is not flying, what does it mean? Let me read. If a bird does not fly, it goes to bed hungry. Okay. I would love to have someone read these proverbs to me with the right intonation. So what does it mean? You must take action if you want to make a living. It could also be understood as nothing ventured, nothing gained. For the bird takes a risk by flying, yet it needs to do that before it can have any hope of getting food to eat. For me, this Ghanaian proverbs reminds me of Proverbs 20 verse 4 in the Bible. A farmer too lazy to plant in the spring has nothing to harvest in the fall. So in order to get something, you need to work. Okay, so the ninth one, we're right on the ninth one. Nobody knows. For me, Obrempo is God, isn't it? Doesn't it mean Lord? So for me, Obini Obrempo mean nobody knows God's beginning or the beginning of things. So don't think you're too wise, because nobody knows how God even came to be. But I don't know if Obrempo is God. I have that. I don't know. But something about you don't know how someone started. So yeah. Or nobody knows even how God came to be. So don't be humble yourself. But to be honest, I'm really just guessing. I'm really not sure. So let's look at the literal meaning. Oh, okay. So Obrempo is not God. Nobody knows the beginning of a great man. The beginnings of greatness are unpredictable. Hence, we should not despise small beginnings or dismiss people when they're starting and seem to be struggling. Yes, guys, you should give me 1 point for that one. I got it almost right. I like this. You know what? I feel like I'm learning. I don't know about you guys. Are you guys enjoying this? I hope you guys are enjoying. I don't know. There's really power in the proverbs, you know, because as I'm reading this, I feel like my ancestors are here. I feel like the wise Ghanaians in the past, they're wise saints. I don't know, it feels like my ancestors. I don't know, it feels really warm to read these things. It doesn't mean that every single proverb you have to agree with, but it's very interesting that, oh my gosh, these proverbs are a part of the Ghanaian culture. It's very interesting. So let me read the 10th one. Ejabiwa. This one, you'll be shocked because I'll get it right. I know already what it means. Ejabiwa, ejabitias. I feel like this one is kind of like encouraging words that, you know, if like there's a funeral or whatever. But I think it's meant to be encouraging. Like, if a great man or someone, the literal meaning is if an uncle or someone, you know, who is important, if a person of importance dies, then someone else of importance still exists. Don't despair. Don't despair. Like, if someone of importance in your life has died, there's someone else of importance that is still alive and someone that you can still go to for advice. For me, that's what it means. But if I don't have this one right, I don't understand. But for me, that's what it means. Yeah, so I got it right, guys. The literal meaning is when one father dies, another father lives. Okay, I got it. I got this one right. And guys, I was saying that reading these proverbs, like, I don't know, I feel very emotional. I didn't expect to feel this way. Thank you for watching. I think if you want to see a part 2 or make me, like, there's literally 50 proverbs on this site. So if you want to have a part 2 of me reading additional 10 and try to get additional 10 proverbs, let me know in the comments and I would definitely be so happy to make more of these. And anyways, I was saying, guys, that doing this and reading these proverbs, I don't know why, it made me feel a little emotional, because it made me think about my ancestors and the people, the Ghanaians, the men, the women, the great people who were there before me. And without a lot of people, without the Santewa, without the people in history, Ghana would not be the country that it is now. We are not here by mistake. We are not here by mistake. And so Ghana is not just about food, it's not just about the places, it's about our history, it's about there's so much people I think behind us as Ghanaians. There's so much people who fought for Ghana, who fought for our culture, who fought for us to be the people that we are here now. It made me think about these wise people, and I don't actually know how like proverbs actually come to be. In my thinking, it comes from people who were there in previous centuries and came up with these sayings, and then they kind of transpired to new generation. So yeah, if you want to see a part 2, let me know. And so yeah, see you guys on my next video, and subscribe if you haven't. If you like this video, put a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram at beautyflower. Yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. See you on my next video. Bye.